It's Saturday, February 25th, 2022. I'm in what's called the living room space, but there's not much living that goes on here. The CBS this morning, it says Saturday session, Edward Jones. I don't know what that means. There's a musician, Charley Crockett, and then here, in the lesser seen realm, is pizza and spirits. So down here's the lesser realm of words that kind of go unhidden in symbolism. Then there's a banner at the bottom. This is for the problem I have with spoken for in who's doing my speaking, because it seems to be a problem.
Busking on city streets, but it caught the industry's ear and has now released 10 albums in just 6 years, including Music City.
Now, he does, I've never seen him before, but he looks somewhat familial. I don't normally listen to this type of music. I believe they call this, they're calling this one Nashville, Tennessee. I would have said this was Texas. I mean, I have no idea what the difference between Nashville, Tennessee and Texas is. It was introduced to me as Texas when I was younger. And I don't know what these words mean at record shop. It says Midnight Jam. Again, residents are trying to seek shelter from this biological warfare attack we're under at the moment that nobody seems to be. Whatever. It says hundreds gather in Times Square. Now again, I don't know if they're talking about inside the Empire State, Times Square, or if they're talking spiritual, pizza realm. I'm not sure.
Music City, USA.
But if you listen to this song,
historic Green Hall in Bronzeville, Texas,
and the flag he's singing under, I find it very symbolic. I need your love is what he says. I've been wondering that myself since the humans seem to have disappeared, and I don't know who to ask for help. However, there's a bunch of different musicians here that look familial. They're not people that I've been introduced to or that have a direct way of speaking with other than
you say it's best I be traveling on. Many times I acted foolish when I really should have been afraid. And all of my good times good up and walk away. I need your love, pretty baby. I've got to have all of your love. I need it so much.
Now, what I find interesting is he's singing about needing love. I totally agree. And he's standing underneath the Polish flag, with one star over here. That is very interesting. And how do we speak to one another when we can't actively gather with one another? interestingly enough, personal story, I had someone from the great beyond, we'll call it, Great Britain, whatever, whether it was Deutschland, I'm not sure, but I can't remember what name he went by that day. We were in Landmark, some session as a teenager that Lou sent me to, and he came up to me at break outside on the Manhattan street and introduced himself. And I really enjoyed that whatever meeting. But he called himself a Texan, which I thought was really interesting. Because I'm like, you're not from Texas. I said, you don't sound like you're from Texas. Because this twang he's got going on sounds like Texas to me. The Great Britain twang did not sound Texas, although in spoken for terms at possibly Polish as one star, whatever. Who am I to say whether he's Texan or not?
Ooh, child, I've been gambling. I've been rambling all around. I know trouble's coming.
As Ben's gal, because I had him in '99, which were the two quarterbacks at either end of that end zone. Just saying, I heard Mike Brown is the whatever, super important there. I know that's an important fact, I don't know why. The other side was LA, but what the significance there is, they call themselves the Rams. This would just be me rambling, RAM, same spelling for Ram's House, since they put that over the Hollywood sign for a bit at, I guess, Coliseum and Sportsbook.
'Cause sorrow's all that I found. Many days I took for granted. I wish I could turn back time. I can't
Yeah, me too. 16 looked really good.
So just give me the strength to climb. I need your love. A pretty baby said I've got to have all of your love. I need it so much, yes it's true. And you got me feeling this way. I need your love. A pretty darling. Think I got to have all of your love. I need it so much, and it's strange how you got me feeling this way. I need your love.
Mon petit ami.
I need it so much, Lord, it's strange how you got me feeling this way. I need your love.
Now, this morning I woke up talking about being under biological warfare attacks. They have a commercial on this television set, on television. They speak of something called psoriatic arthritis. Now, I know the Canadians, when instead of saying sorry, they say sorry. So I'm just curious. It's sorry at is, almost like sis. Is that like subservient sis? Like, are you saying you're sorry that you're biologically attacking me? Because I don't think really sorry like works in this instance. Just saying. When arthritis is arithmetic at a really high calcaneus level, that's off in biological safety standards. So now the sorry arithmetic is purposely harming me as I go through my life. How am I supposed to handle that in the great wide world of nothing really exists? Because this is my living room. I have a teleportation device, and there's no other people. But I was built for something different. The humans just didn't get their part right, or mine. Now here's how the commercial comes up.
Will perform for us next in our Saturday session. You're watching CBS Saturday.
Music City, USA is what he says. Just saying, standing under this one-star flag. And this is what I woke up to.
The itching, the burning.
The stinging. My skin was no longer mine.
My psoriatic arthritis made my joints stiff.
It's not joint stiffness that's the problem, although this is how they're visually interpreting it. It is like having electricity being conducted through your human, and you have no way. It's like being electrocuted inside your private home as some new age biological warfare, and no way to turn it off. It comes like with all sorts of intracellular properties that I can't fix for myself, but it comes with joint, it's not stiffness, it's so much electricity, it radiates radially down through the fingers, and it makes holding things difficult. These are biological effects of the incorrect biological acclimate through weather pattern manipulation that is unacceptable. And they're saying that the remedy, this magical cure that the humans use in drug companies and clinical trials, they call it Tremfya. That's how they make money for the next set of circumstances that they're just whatever.
Swollen, painful.
Emerge Tremfiant. With Tremfya, adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can uncover clearer skin and improve symptoms at 16 weeks. Tremfya is the first medication of its kind, also approved for adults with active psoriatic arthritis.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may...
I'm no longer taking the medicines that the humans have come up with to keep this biological war going. Not for things like that could have been avoided. Now,
In our circle.
here's the other thing. They have another commercial. It goes from the stupid car people. Then it goes to intracellular.
We're inspired by our circle. A circle that includes our researchers, driven by our award-winning science, who uncover...
Now, they're only interested in their own inner circle. I find this very interesting, especially who they chose, which is a problem when I'm being biologically attacked.
who uncover new medicines to treat mental illness. It includes the compassionate healthcare professionals.
To me, this choice is mental illness. The fact that I'm being harmed and I have someone else speaking for me that looks something like this, that has alternate agenda and breeding schedules and important priorities, and I seem to not be the highest priority. That's a mental disease, letting anyone else speak for you. So that's part of my problem at the moment.
Professionals, the dedicated social workers, and the supportive peer counselors we work with to help improve and even change people's lives.
Social workers. Intracellular problem.
Moving from mental illness to mental wellness starts in our circle.
That is not the answer for me.
This is Intracellular Therapies.
Meet Hank the Tank!
Go, Hank.
Now for me, I wore a big yellow and black jacket with a big duffel bag that was black and blue, sent back into this disgusting living room where no one exists while being biologically attacked.
Hank.
This 500-pound brown bear has been accused of nearly 36 break-ins around South Lake Tahoe, California.
South Lake Tahoe Police Department.
We're considering euthanizing him. Well, this week, Hank was exonerated of at least some of those misadventures. DNA evidence collected from some of the break-ins revealed they were the work of 3 bears. In fact,
DNA evidence. It was 3 bears.
In fact, none of the evidence they have right now pointed to Hank. Wildlife, he is a big boy.
He didn't do it. He didn't
Wildlife
do it.
officials will now look to trap and tag the bears to collect more genetic evidence. They'll be released in a sustainable habitat, and plans to euthanize Hank have been put on.
I never was this size. I feel the size of that bear at the moment. These are more biological attacks. I am not supposed to be this bulky. It kind of makes the husbandry part difficult at search and rescue with motivation.
Pause.
That is a large mammal. A very
Hank.
large.
Yes, he is, and he didn't do it. He's innocent.
He was upset. I mean, he was protesting his innocence, and it sounds like he was correct.
Probably the one everybody spotted. He's very large.
Once
Can't
again.
miss him.
Yeah, can't
Once
miss him.
again, DNA evidence. Freeze.
Freeze Hank. There you go.
Freeze an innocent person or mammal or being.
Bear.
How about that? Well, he survived for years as a street performer. Now he's a recording artist with albums, fans, and
It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxies, Broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.